Hello. Hello, hello. So, Brian, how close were you to being correct? Early. We're a couple minutes early. Well, less than a couple minutes early. Unexpected. True. You see, if I'm early now, then now I can be later next time, right? Balance it out. Incorrect. Alright, let's don't know, what should we do? I didn't come up with any cool idea for this particular stream, so I might just watch group stage games. A little bit, we might play a game or two. Should probably play, to get a bit warmed for playoffs, but we'll see, Let's see. What should we watch? Let's watch. Congrats. For the 4K. I assume. Thank you. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to think when we hit 3K. I should really do something a bit more interesting to mark the occasion. Maybe we'll do something next week. Maybe I'll find a particularly epic game. Right, let's watch our future opponent. Astro? Oh. It's not that bad an idea. We've done dual gap. Obviously, we've done settings many times. Astro, we have yet to suffer through. It is true. This map sucks. Very poor map, thanks to the trees. Also, the fact that it changes the spawn. This is a remake of a map. I can't remember exactly what the map was called originally. But you would spawn here. And here. So the map layout kind of made more sense that way. Also, the tree groups weren't so brutal. In this particular map, you really have to abuse the trees very heavily. Probably more so than any other ladder map that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of another map where you have to abuse trees this hard. I can't really think of one. Subnexus. I agree. I had an incredible game on the original version of this map against Low. That's on my channel. It's one of the early vids I made. This Low makes like I don't know how many gunships, 50 or more probably. Feels like he only made gunships for 15 minutes or so, maybe longer. T2 gunships, like not even T3. and he won. It was quite a game. What's up, guy? Nice raid. But looks like Tagada has a better build. Look, Arch is not taking these trees, therefore GG. You had 2 of my streams open. Whoa, careful with that. Too much of a good thing. There, Ryan. This hunter has 3 kills. That's quite disgusting. He should run around this way though. There's no, I don't really see value in going this way. Should just come around. Mech Brains, yeah, lab's pretty strong here, I guess. Oh, nice. Wow, that's actually an impressive reclaim there because there's all these trees in the way. So for Arch to instantly click on this this lab here and all the trees is quite good. Oh, that's a very nice bomber though. From Tagada. Let's see his base. See, at this point you really have to replace the E, and the Hydro helps greatly, but yeah, it's actually a lack of mass extractors is the problem. Only 7. Another nice kill. Yeah, so there's reclaim here, there's reclaim here, there's big rocks here. This stuff is very important. Again, this stuff. This is, yeah, there's just the way the reclaim is laid out and the map layout and the spawn. I dislike it heavily. The other jacket was copying what you said almost exactly. Well, I'm not a very innovative person. I generally just say the same thing and people enjoy it, and then I just say it again. You know, it works. This bomber is disgusting. So I guess Arch doesn't have any energy. Yeah, he's very low on power. He has no air factory. Wait, what? It's not that he has no energy. He has no air factory. Holy shit. Oh no. No, no, no. Why do you not have an air factory? That's insane to me that you would not have an air factory. Obviously, Arch is not acquainted with the classics. Okay? This map was played heavily between Zoc and Petric. And you haven't seen those games, then you should go back on my channel and watch me cover them in depth over the course of I don't know, weeks, with, you know, hours of content covering the games, and a lot of the games are played on this map. And that was basically, I would say, Petric and Zoc at their absolute peak, battling it out on the ladder. And that's when Zoc reached 2500 ladder rating, or whatever it was exactly, but it was around 2500 on ladder. It's actually why I started casting again after quite a long break before that. And then since then I haven't really taken any very long breaks. I've had very quiet months at times. But since then we've been a lot more consistent. More consistent than taking it, you know, a 6-month break. What's up, Noah? It's the accent. What do you mean, 36er bust? What's the accent? Yeah, this game looks terrible for Arch. He's way behind on score, but that's mainly actually due to not having an air factory. But on the other side, I mean, he's lacking this expansion. He hasn't reclaimed the trees. Gonna have to rewatch the stream at some point to understand this map. Yeah, no, I didn't really explain the map, to be honest, in this particular stream. Arch is just gonna die here. Oh, I said say the same things, but people like it. It's because of the accent, maybe. Actually, yeah, someone just asked me what my accent is. He said, yeah, it's Irish, but it sounds like something else as well. So I don't know how to answer him because it is just an Irish accent. I don't have any other influences on my accent that I know of. Yeah, that was quite brutal. Between you and the Real Engineering channel, the only opinion is I care to listen to any more of those expressed with Irish accents. Yeah, well, be careful with that. There's a lot of dumb opinions come out of Ireland as well. Yeah, so what's up, Michael? Let me see when this I'm actually interested to see when those videos came out where it's Patrick and Zoc on ladder. Thanks for the comment. Day in the life. Appreciate the encouragement. Well, thanks for tuning in, Zen. Looks like I can't go back quite far enough. Let me see. Let me search my channel quickly. Let's just search for Zoc, see what comes up. Yeah, so we have Whiteheart versus Zoc is what they're titled. I probably should re-title them to Patrick. But yeah, there's okay, let's see. Yeah, December 2017 into January 2018. You watch those casts? I mean, I think I don't have as good a mic then. You'll see some farce in the forest, I think. And you'll see some of the best FAF ever played, probably. Right, let's watch another game from Tagada. Because we're up against him in the quarterfinals. Strangely titled replay there. It says Arch versus Shinobu, but it's actually Arch versus Tagada. Alright, so let's see how poor Arch does. Arch got a raw deal here. You know, he got the group of death, really. If you look for, I think, Whiteheart versus Zoc, you'll find videos. Some of them will have farce in it, I think. But if you look at for videos around that time, around like the end of December, or the end of 2017, and the start of 2018, you should find lots of games on that that map between two players at the peak. Okay, Arch is youth and Tagada Zayon. This is, well, it's 20 by 20 map, okay. Let's see what is going on. We got 12,000 reclaim. That's not very much when it's spread out in a 20 by 20 map and it's in like trees and stuff. Well, actually no, doesn't seem to be in trees, it's just in these kind of rocks. Some larger rocks, some of these old support factories here. randomly placed mexes in the water. They're going to be a little bit annoying, I would say. These islands could be... These islands look quite important, actually. You got reclaim, 3 mexes, very close together, very easily defended. I'm assuming that frigates won't be able to kill the mexes, but I could be wrong. And in the middle, although, yeah, it's 20 by 20, but the landmass in the middle is quite a lot smaller than that, obviously. Overall, quite a lot of mass in the map. I think T3 land is going to be the thing that might be where the tide turns. Maybe we won't even get that far, though. Maybe we won't, because we've already got flares coming out. What's up, Marcus? You can press Control and Shift. If you press F1, we'll open this. Actually, I don't see it in here. That's weird. Okay, it's not in there, but it is Control and Shift. If you can build mechs underwater, why haven't mass storage? Why are they land only? Because there is no intention to have underwater mexes in the game. Like, there's no GPG maps that have them. They were sort of a thing, kind of hacked in by map makers. What's up, Luca? How's it going? Hi, I'm Optics. That's a very nice kill here. And this assault bot has got through, and it's going to kill the mech marine, obviously. Flares 1v1 versus any other lab. Just wreck them, basically. I mean, they are more expensive and more powerful and serve a slightly more important role in the Aeon army than others, but no, it's just never been done. I don't think there's any need for that. Also, there's a big difference between allowing mexes to be built on the sea floor to making mass storages being able to be built on land and on the floor. Like, that's very different levels of changes there. What's up, Saf? How's it going, Tom? Where are the transports? It's a good question. We've got inties and bombers. Transport definitely wouldn't go astray. Looks like Taggart is walking engineers in all directions south of his base to grab the mexes. No naval factories planned at all, which seems strange to me. I would be making a sub or something. Thanks for that, SAF. Is that does that stand for Sir Alex Ferguson, or is that just SAF? Because I feel like I've seen people refer to Sir Alex Ferguson as SAF before. T2 mechs already from Arch, and he's making a second one with quite a bit of assistance. He's very late on this expansion here. Really, both of them are quite late in this forward 3 mechs expansion. This lab is brutal. And so are these two. Man, the flares are good. Thanks, Marcus. I'll do if you're looking for POV demos, then you can check the streams I've done with I said exactly the same thing. Fuck. God damn it. This was like what people were talking about earlier. yeah, if you're looking for POV, then you can check my streams basically of the Spring Invitational. I played in the qualifier, and I played in the group stage, and so there's quite a few games there. And if you've seen those already, then okay, that's cool, and I'll make more. I'll try to make more. Well, there'll definitely be POV of me against Tagada, and hopefully me against some other players afterwards, once we beat Tagada on Saturday. Flares are OP, prove me wrong. They're quite good. They're quite good. Is this a ladder game with map gen? No, it's not. This is a group stage game from Spring Invitational. And we haven't really been casting it at all. I've just sort of been zooming around, looking at things, but overall Tagada is in the lead at this point. Arch kind of, yeah, he's just not spending his stuff. I think he might have tricked himself into what his eco is supposed to be like by assisting these max upgrades so much. He might have drained mass quickly, and then suddenly he's gaining tons of mass afterwards, and now he's just left in a situation where he's catching up, you know, in terms of constructing power. It's just behind in his base construction, basically. Admirable optimism, says Nexus. Yeah, I mean, Tagada is good. Strong player. You're 4001. Well, congratulations. Thanks for subbing. Actually, why didn't I get I should get a notification for a sub. But anyway. Would like to see you make it to the final in Spring Invitational to get a revenge match against Nexus. I guess, yeah, he is on the other side of the bracket, is he? Let me see. Yeah, Nexus on the other side. I guess that makes sense because we're in the same group. Maybe that's how it works. Yeah, so Arch is certainly behind, but not massively. Looks like a good good bomber here. 4001 is a prime number. Nice. Prime numbers are good. Good numbers. Interesting numbers. So maybe double gun in the middle. It's quite a narrow choke point. I feel like double gun just makes perfect sense. Arch is actually already making gun. Yeah, Nexus is here. T2 air. Okay. T2 air makes sense. I mean, you can send some torpedo bombers around to raid all these mexes. Very slow to take the expansions here. I feel like, yeah, map gen games are definitely, the efficiency is just lower, I would say, of people's play on map gen is just lower, which is obviously understandable because, you know, if you imagine the first time you play a map, it's never the strongest performance you can give. So it makes some sense, but then things like this where you're dropping here at 10 minutes in the game is like, you know, I mean, Arch hasn't even attempted it yet, so it is funny how it kind of works. It's some kind of mental block, I don't know. Hard to understand. Aeon is looking pretty good here though, especially against UEF. Like, UEF is not the faction you really want here, in my opinion. What's up, Pablo? How's it going? Like, you know, the best thing to have against Aurora at T1 is a good artillery. So, a Medusa or a Zui Lobo's not a good artillery, really. It just fires too slowly. And like, you see, even here when it hits, it's not like killing multiple at once. So, yeah, Arch has gone T2 air as well, but later. Maybe Tagada, well, I'm sure he'll go double gun, right? He has double gun, in fact. He's actually retreating away. He should try and stay in range a little bit. He abused his range. But, I was thinking maybe he'll go T3 air, but no, I don't think so. I don't think that's really on the cards here. I think T2 land will be next, followed by probably T3 land. If necessary. I guess T3 air is not going to be the thing. What's up, Fluff? You're welcome. When are you going to hit up a sentence POV? You mean Nexus or me? I probably won't be putting out any sentence POVs in the near future. But you can find one relatively recent one involving all game enders and things, which didn't end for me the way I would have liked. Thanks, Cameron. Much appreciated. Tagada looking in real danger here. Real danger. And Arch is like almost full HP. Tagada gets a veterancy, puts him back over 5k, and well, he's back below 4k now. There's loads of artillery. 3,200. UEF gun obviously does 200 damage per shot, and he's below 2,500. So time for a draw potentially. Arch wants to win though. He's still in range of the commander. He looks so close to being out of range. And yeah, now they're both below 2,500. And it's a draw. Yeah. Tagada obviously not going to be happy about that. If you look at the rest of the map, he's got like random subs around. Arch has these 3 water mexes versus many more for Tagada. Arch never even took this. Is this a plateau? It is. The decal's just trying to trick you there a little bit. This is dead. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Pablo. Yeah, I think you're right, Albert. So, yeah, it's a draw. So, the replay of... Oh, no, don't restart the replay. Open the next replay. So, it'll be... Actually, I'm not sure. Will it be on the same exact map? Or is it do they generate a new map? I'm not sure. It might be on the same exact map. Still got all the Lots games, random map gen games, and Spring Invitational. Yeah, you were like putting up the Lots games and then you just stopped. You know? What the hell? Alright, it is. It's the same game. It's the best starties. Yeah, it was a good move to get the draw there. Thanks, Mazer. New replay server, cool. That sounds promising. Thanks, Saf. Yeah, that was a really tough game. I was not really happy with how I played it, but when you don't have, you know, when you're not used to playing that level of late game stuff, dealing with everything is very difficult on your own. But it was a good game. See how much faster Tagada gets the island this time. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's faster. Should be build order improvements made here for both of them. And I'm wondering, would Tagada go for... He probably will make labs again. I would expect him to, because they were effective. And just because... I mean, it's good to mix stuff up. when you're replaying matches. On the other hand, if something really worked well, there's not really a reason to change your approach. But it looks like he is doing that. He's not going to make labs. Maybe he'll go greed mode in terms of, you know, going for a transport quickly or something. But yeah, no, this is not really enough power to be doing anything too interesting airways. You can see quick expanding engineer here. So he grabs a few rocks. He doesn't go and start grabbing like tons of rocks. He goes, grabs some here, walk here, grab some, walk here, grab some, and then just continue in a straight line. He doesn't need trees. So they would just slow down his mexes and his stuff here. Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so yeah, you can see a different approach from Arch. Watch how much later he's gonna be to these mexes, for example. That's gonna be a major factor. And yeah, very similar timing to here, as they both did the same thing. They walk along, grab the major rocks before going to the mexes. The next question is, both of them were very slow to take this base in the previous game, so who's going to fix that as well? That's got to be dealt with. Yeah, so for example, Arch is still reclaiming here. Tagada's going to have 4 mexes. That's 8 mass income. Just imagine having 8 mass income for a minute over your opponent for no reason, other than you're just super slow. What's up, Swoggle? Am I studying how to be Tagada? No, I'm just watching his games because I haven't watched them. This isn't really studying because, I mean, he's playing on map gen, so it's not really gonna tell me too much. So I wouldn't say this is studying on how to be Tagada. I'm gonna have to put in a bit of work tomorrow, I think, to get ready. We'll see. What's up, Alex? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Let's see, so 3 engineers expanding to the water mexes. For Tagada, stuff's paused in his base though. It looks like Arch is actually doing pretty well. But why is he doing well? Okay, he's taken more reclaim. He looks more vulnerable though. I mean, look, he has 4 tanks. 2 of them, 3 tanks in his base, and he has 2 tanks here, which are not actually covering this NG, by the way. This engineer is exposed. This engineer is exposed. The ACU is still in the base instead of like moving forward. I would have the ACU leaving pretty quickly, aiming for here and here, this location. That's just me. That seems like the most logical thing to do with the commander. But yeah, Tagada looks like he could get some kills here. Actually, Arch is just focusing on eco. Look at this. 3 T2 mexes now, which is interesting. That's actually pretty good. It looks like Tagada struggling to spend his mass now. That's the struggle we're watching here. That's why he has 3 mexes going up. 4 engineers building here, 4 engineers building here. Even assisting mexes. This is... Yeah, this is how he's basically going to fix his economy. Now he needs to, you know, slow down at some point. And yeah, look at that. See? Recognizes that he's actually rectified his economic situation. He spent his resources, reclaims that factory instead of finishing it, and decides, I want T2 air. That's what he wants. Well, not why is he doing so well on the in an abstract sense, in a what's going on in the game sense. What's literally happening. Swackle. Not the... Yeah, not the abstract sense of why is Arch good at the game? Or how could he possibly play well? More of what's he doing. These labs are quite nasty. So he did end up making flares, just they came very late, and they still managed to get through and do damage. Like how do you get MX denied here? How does that happen? Also, why do you go T2 air before you make a transport? This makes no sense to me. Swaka being sassy. That's good, we like that. Keeps it interesting. That's a rhino. Okay, that's a nice wreck to have on your side. I don't understand why you make T2 air before you make a T1 transport on this map. That doesn't make any sense to me. This is nasty. How do you... ACU not reacting. ACU is taking mass. Probably... He doesn't need the mass. Jesus. Stop. Why build a factory? No, walk over here. Why don't you walk over here? Sometimes you see a decision and it's like he's deciding between the wrong things here. Yes, you have mass overflow, but no, that is actually not... This is actually a case where mass overflow is over prioritized. So he's like, I need to fix the mass overflow, so I'm going to build a factory. When in reality, what he needs to fix is these units killing this expansion. And he can overflow away. Engineers in the base will fix the overflow. So that's actually an interesting thing to see, where mass overflow sometimes in small fringe cases is actually overvalued as a priority to be fixed. And now he has no expansion. Now he's going to lose all of these units basically for free, and he's going to be in devastatingly bad position after this, and he's not going to retake this perhaps ever. Yeah, it looks very bad now. He's made so many T2 mexes, some of them in very vulnerable places like this one. I mean, and also he's not going for T2 land. I don't understand the T1. I don't understand. Okay, a lot of things I don't understand. Don't understand why T2 air is the approach. I don't understand why T2 land is not the approach. Basically, Arch, maybe he like this kind of thing that he's doing, right? This can work against players who are 1900 or 2000 rated, because they're not going to be cognizant enough of how much eco Arch is making. Tagada is fully aware at all times of the approach that Arch is making, so he's not getting surprised by, oh damn, he has a lot of eco suddenly and I'm just behind an eco. That's the case where this works. That's the case where this thing kind of works against weaker players basically. But in this case, it's like you need You don't need mexes. You need units that can deal with Aeon. Maybe T2 air is the thing. Apparently that's what Arch wants, but I would be thinking T2 land. Well, it sounds funny, Swackle, to say it works against 2K players, but I think it is actually relevant. Arch roast stream. It is a bit. I mean, he's playing against Tagada on a random map. It's a tough scenario. But also, I think Arch is one of the guys who actually has plenty of room to improve still, so it's good. It's good to give him a bit of a roasting, because he might actually listen to it. Other people probably not gonna learn too much. Yeah, this is looking rough. The first game wasn't that close. This one is, well, I think Arch's strategy was not the correct one, basically. His adjustments weren't as good as Tagada's adjustments in general. Yeah, Tagada's just equaling like a madman now. See, like, and there's really no, yeah, he can go. Tagada can kind of do anything. He might just go T3 land, honestly. Yeah, he's gonna go T3 land. Look, he has 5k mass in the bank. This game is unlosable unless his ACU dies. And this is the problem with making a lot of eco versus a good player. They will punish you. Brutal. Aeon strong. No, don't do that. Don't even bring the faction into it. I mean, it's totally normal. People do it all the time, but obviously, if you get crushed brutally, there is nothing that within a faction that really is going to account for that. Do something more fun. Okay. Let's see what we can do. There's not really any amazing games to look at from the qualifier. I think more fun than Supreme Commander. Yeah, we could play chess. There's nobody in the 2v2 queue. Alright, let's search for a game anyway. Starred in OnlyFans. No thank you. I don't have any drink actually right now. Wants me to play a team game. OnlyFans just for cast. Right, let's see. What series do you guys want to look at from the group stage? Who do you want to see? Play some RL. No, we're not going to do that. We just got 4k subs entirely off the back of Spring Commander. We're not going to play Rocket League. That makes no sense. Beard styling lessons. Could be good. I'd have to learn to do that. Let's see, who could we watch? I'll find the most ridiculous FAF games. Well, I don't think I have any ready. Sadly. What do you have for me, Andrew? Thomas, you played some retarded games versus Swackle. Okay, well that sounds promising. That sounds promising. Do a 5v1. Alright, let's take a look. Because I do believe that Thomas can play these very dumb games. Why did nothing come up there? Oh, Swackle sent us something. Alright, let's check this out. Thank you, Swackle. Frosting Thomas. Oh, I have to exit the queue here. Alright, let's see. Pick a viewer to watch one of their old games. How will I choose? Okay. Let's see. Let's see what happens in this. Right, so we got Swackle. Almost 2100. UEF. Sinfarosa. Not sure what that name means, but this is Thomas. What does the name mean, Thomas? Where'd you get it from? Pick a viewer you dislike and roast them. No, I roast out of love. Spiteful roasting is less fun. And very rare. Italian female name. Cool. It is a nice name. See you, Marcus. $3.999K. Right, let's see. Of course she does, Ryan. I haven't seen the I haven't heard your brutal roasting. I mean, to be fair, you know, when you're in the game with low, you see, it's just a different state of mind comes over you. It's you know, it's not the same. I've played many ridiculous games against low. Games that make no sense on the surface. But when you're in them, there is some kind of logic, but it's very esoteric and difficult to understand from the outside. And that's the beauty of playing against low. If you can meet him on his wavelength. That's the trick. No, it's not. It's not rage, no. Sometimes it's very annoying. But that's usually when I can't match him. So what's going on here? Not much so far. Just engineers. One inty, don't fly over that thing. Transport? 2 transports, okay. Thomas, you do like to abuse things in that way, don't you? Just building 2 transports, one after the other. Pretty ambitious. It'll probably work though, let's be honest. You're about to win 2v1 with the inties. That should give you the space. Swakkel's faster with the drop though. Plenty of mass in the bank. That'd be... I would drop here. You gonna drop down here? Somewhere? Yeah, looks like you are. Nice. So much mass. Just imagine if you were, you know, Seraphim, this would be so much scarier. You could drop all the engineers here. Maybe drop one here, drop the rest here. Spam factories forever. And just spam Zooies. But you're only UEF, so you can basically just take this island. Sadly. Now, Thomas is probably should probably send his ACU here. Well, actually, no. He's dropped 4 NGs here. Now, will he see? Will you see the factory? Yeah. Spotted, so yeah, okay, that's pretty bad for... Pretty bad for you, Swakkel. Very heavy power stall. Okay, nice. Looking pretty solid for Swakkel. This is not great. Also, the fact that that's an anti-air doesn't really make any sense to me. That should be something that can shoot ground units. Oh, it still failed to get side plateaus or middle plateaus. Oh, you're gonna fly into this anti-air, aren't you? Does that have any kills yet? No. But it's about to. Just enough to kill. Nice air scout. And bomber's gonna be on the move. Actually, the bomber's already targeted. Uh-oh, will the bomber get to drop? Looks like it will, for sure. Right? Yes? Oh, it just barely got to drop all the bombs there. And it's 5 of the 6 NGs dead. And, what are these NTs doing? That was a bit strange. But, yeah, that was terrible. Terrible for Thomas. Also, he's still not bothering to finish the factory. Maybe he thinks everything's dead now or something. I don't know. Should probably finish the factory though, instead of not finishing the factory. And yeah, 6 versus 3. Simple math says that 6 is twice 3. So, and also got a huge power stall, so I think Swakkel's gonna have some trouble hanging on here, and building another factory with a single engineer is probably gonna lead to a longer mass power stall. More reclaim left for Thomas, but Thomas is wasting virtually every tank into this PD, which is very helpful for Swakkel. Don't know if he deserves that kind of help, but he's getting it. Now Swakkel in return will suicide all of his units into Thomas. What's up, Certain Death? Cheerful name. Brightens up the stream. Look how slow that's building with that many engineers. Oh wait, 2 of them are idle, never mind. But now the mass stall will save him from the east stall. So this is how Swakkel chooses to balance his economy. If you're e-stalling, well, just power stall. Don't build a hydrocarbon or anything. Just so the ways to fix it. So somehow Swakkel still has this. He's actually lost the PD and now he's replacing it. That's a good move to get that. Replace it now. How many bombers does Swakkel have around the place? Yeah, quite a few. Somehow this bomber's flying like very close to the anti-air and not dying. Swakkel taking this. Oh my god, the power stall. Why? Why would you do this? Jesus. Oh my god. You should pay me for a lesson, Swakkel. I think hand it over. and I can tell you, you know, don't power stall, and I think it'll be worth it for you. Thanks, Beavis. Appreciate it. You're spending all your resources. You're doing more than that. Right, Thomas has got T2 air. He's somehow lost these P-gens. I missed that. He's making multiple T2 transports, installing mass relatively heavily. And he's got T2, so I think we're gonna see a com drop. Are we supposed to use all the yellow bar? Well, this is what it should look like, but you don't really want to hit 0 on the yellow bar. I love how this is still alive. It's been 6 versus 3 forever, then 6 versus 4. Now, like, Swackle is just gradually increasing his production somehow, almost to equality. But yeah, this is amazing actually that Swackle still has presence there. That's a T2 transport flying directly over the middle of the map, over over all of Swaggle's units, and just like, yeah, no, I mean, I'll land. Did he bring? He brought a Sparky, or is that a Sparky, or are those T2 NGs? That's artillery. I love that. I love the artillery drop with the T2 NGs. This is going to be brutal. Wasted potential indeed. Labs. Okay, well, what are the factories doing here? I'm slightly confused. I guess they're going to block some damage. Janus? Where's the Janus? Under construction, but now they're paused because I guess he wants the power. Look, oh, there's artillery already built here. look at Swackle, like, aggressively building factories directly in the face of Thomas. Thomas could capture these. That'd be a decent move. He's building some PDs first. That also makes sense. One of the T2 NGs is dead. And wow, Swackle is back here with the ACU. Keep building. I would reclaim. Could maybe reclaim some of the Lobos. That would take about 2 seconds to reclaim all the ones in range. That's probably a good move. But Swackle's doing well with the additional factories spamming Lobos. That is the counter to a com drop, basically, is to have, well, T2BDs already, and also having a lot of factories to build Lobos, or whatever your T1 artillery is the best way to stop the com drop. Okay, suddenly, how many tanks? 12 tanks arrived, start killing the ACU. That was quite a decent amount of concentrated DPS. Now Thomas is not building anything. Let's take a brief look at the rest of the map. Okay. Thomas is losing this to bombers, by the way. Okay, screw that. Let's go back to the here. That's a dead transport now in a second. There it goes. More units have been airlifted in. Now the Janus is here, bombing factories. And Thomas is still looking very healthy. Please reclaim or capture these factories. There we go. Finally. He could have reclaimed those so long ago. But now he's going to capture this one. That's very nice. Should start making probably Lobos out of that. Oh, he captured both of them. The only way to counter a capture is to control K before the capture goes through. Now with a T1 factory, you'll probably only have like 5 seconds, I think. No, you have like 3.5 seconds in which to control K the factory while it's being captured. So it's not much of a window. The Jan is coming in after the P-gens, and Thomas looks to be getting a little bit closer to the water, but now he's just building PDs again. He gets a lab out of this factory. What a hero of the lab there. And the factory's dead. Janus overhead. Maybe gunships will be good, you know. There's literally nothing to stop gunships from attacking this commander. Janus not really the best ACU snipe tool. Thomas is low, under 5,000 HP now. He's taking constant shots from the ACU and probably also taking quite a few low-ball shots. A lot of T1 bombers. No gunships, no torp bombers. That how many bombing runs has that T1 bomber done? But Swaka still has so much map control, and look, oh, nice replacement of energy here, and T2 HQ 60%. Difficulty for Thomas now is how much HP he has to work with. Because he has like 5k. He has to make sure he doesn't die because he's in a good position. Okay, here's way more power over here. So yeah, Swaka really trying to maintain himself. More power over here. And an air factory. He will have to try and take air back, but it's so far in the future that it's difficult to see when he'll be able to do that. It's quite far in the future. Hey, what's up, Glassy? Yeah, now Flax out. Ooh, pillars? That seems a bit strange. Hang on, let me see the range on these PDs. He is, yeah, he's gonna kill the T2 HQ with PDs. This one here is already in range of the HQ. This one I don't think is. Janus going down to the anti-air, but it's not really going to matter if these PDs are gonna be able to get rid of the HQ eventually. I don't see how they go down. Actually, well, there's an MML bombing run. Overshoots because of the terrain. Overshoots onto the factory though. Still hits something useful. So many T1 bombers, my goodness. T1 bombers, Janus bombers. HQ is very low now, under 4k. The MML is a bit of a beast, it's gotta be said. HQ is 3,300 and there's no longer fire on the HQ. The MML still lives, so the PDs can be dealt with. Look at the Lobos coming out of this factory also. Playing a big part. There goes another PD. But yeah, very, very weird. What's going on with the Navy? Because like, when did this factory get constructed? I don't see any Navy except for this one frigate, and yet there's 2 naval factories. Okay, this one's idle. Navy could have been somewhat useful in these kind of chaotic games. Navy has the potential to hit a lot of mass extractors. Finally, the HQ will go down to PDs, I guess. T1 PDs now. The MML is still alive. Oh my god, it's so close to dying. There we go. Fine. 16 HP. Oh my goodness. T2 drop of Lobos. They gotta start moving if they want to get this damage done. There's no land factory here, is there? No, there is. There's one land factory. I mean, there's nothing to kill these at all. Unless a bomber comes out of the air factory. I love how decentralized now Swaka's base is. It's quite impressive how decentralized it is. And he's really stabilized. Like, this could be extremely painful though. This is very, very bad for Swackle. Okay, finally a bomber comes out. It's a little bit late. PD actually wouldn't go astray right now. He could quickly make a T1 PD here, in range of a lot of the... Oh, whoa, where did those units come from? Does he have a transport? What the hell? Where were those? I'm confused. Oh my goodness, there just goes so much power. Yeah, this hurts. This drop is quite nasty. Now we got what? Minus 500 power difference. Always worrying. Oh my god. Yeah, the artillery drops. This is huge damage. Like, Jesus. This is disgusting. Like, these were all P-gens. These were P-gens. All of these were P-gens. No wonder he's stalling 500-600 mass now. He's lost every P-gen on this island, including the Hydro. Wow. And these artillery are still alive. Again, many more P-gens going down. How? How do you lose this much stuff to these kind of attacks? Frigates start doing their work. Submarine. Why are you making a submarine? That's crazy. But yeah, it doesn't look like Thomas has a great amount of air anymore. He certainly still has more though. Thomas seems to have left this entire position behind for no discernible reason. I mean, what threat does he think he faces? Somehow the MML is still alive and has done 1355 mass worth of damage. What the hell? When Swackle said hero MML, I did not know the extent of its heroic deeds to come. But that is insane. So now we know why the ACU is retreating. This is exactly why the ACU is retreating. This MML right here continues to chase the commander. I think that's correct, right? I think that is correct. Yellow bar, no empty would be my advice. No empty yellow bar. Okay, Swackle now losing everything. Once again, it's Groundhog Day for his T1 P-gens. He has 3 T1 P-gens. 3. That's a drop right there. Does have multiple T2 P-gens. Will this land? Nope. And another 400 power stall there. Oh no. No, look out. No. You monster. Oh my god. Please hold fire. That is so sad. No spearhead promotion for you. Yeah, John, I think I think that would not go down very well. Okay, Swackle is determined now. Instead of... He tried decentralizing his base. Now he's attempting to just centralize it as tightly as possible. And, yeah, just build everything directly next to each other. Probably this factory will go to T2 land as well. He'll upgrade this to a T3 mechs with a P-gen adjacency. And, we'll have the most centralized base in FAF history after a totally decentralized base. I think that's what I would like to see happen. That's my dream. A lot of random T1 bombers around. This is called fear. This is like... This is fear. That's what that is. It's trauma. Trauma. Here we can see other evidence of trauma. 37 mech marines defending an island from artillery. People deal with things in different ways, you know. And sometimes you overreact because you've taken so much damage. And that's what we're seeing here. More naval factories that aren't building anything. That's a good move from Swackle. Apparently he's known for it according to Thomas. Swackle now with T2 on the commander and a lot more health. Oh, T1 bombers after the commander. And Thomas is on the run. He looks like he tried to build a nice centralized T2 radar, and it was killed immediately, or almost immediately. Okay, there go all the bombers after getting 2 passes on an ACU. Not sure. Oh my god, where did all these factories come from? Why do those exist? And they're also all idle, except for the ones that are building engineers. So this is a very interesting proxy. And meanwhile, he still has this position, so I don't know what the use of all those factories is. The game is really seems to be descending into utter madness. This is like some kind of psychedelic trip at this point. We're going deeper and deeper. And I don't know what's happening. So Swackle marches forward. He has... Oh, he actually has the gun. Am I crazy, or did he not have the gun 30 seconds ago? Am I tripping? Very hard to tell when you're inside of it what's happening. So he made his T2 radar at home instead. Still making Janus, just spamming Janus. Huge amount of air for Thomas. Endless inties, but only 5 Janus. He also has torpedo bombers. He has navy of his own. Although, where's the... Yeah, the naval production is in a very peculiar spot. And yeah, Swackle with about a 20k total mass lead. And just trying to take back the middle of the map, I guess, and doing so pretty successfully with his commander. He's now making TML. TML is a nice move. Look at the positioning here. Swackle thinking very carefully about this. He can hit all the 4 mexes in the base. He can hit... Oh, look at this counterattack. Stealing his enemies' good ideas. Always a strong tactic. Be careful of what you do against people, because they are liable to simply do it back to you in the exact same fashion. And Swackle's going to teach Thomas a lesson about dropping. Now, it's difficult to imagine that Swackle's drops will be as effective. They're certainly doing some damage. That's not going to work, though. Quite nice to look at. So, shield in the middle. Okay, 2 shields then. Sure. One's not enough. Swackle doesn't do things in halves. Swackle does, however, throw away his inties. At least he has T2 land. He has a single flak. Okay. Oh, I thought he was going to kill the T2 radar, but no. Yes. Yes. So, let's see. Yeah, that's... Can you picture, like, a strap bomber landing here? That would be pretty good. What's up, Ed? Yes, Thomas is a red player. Oh, ambitious. This is very ambitious, in fact. Very ambitious positioning. Reclaiming single trees from this position is not so ambitious, I guess. That's more just pointless. Interesting place for a factory. Yeah, but Swakkel is just gathering momentum by the looks of it. He still does not have air control and will perhaps never have air control unless he goes T3 air. Wait, look at that, he's going T3 air. But, oh, the TMLs are flying. One mech has already been killed. Sarah's preferred on this map. I don't think there's any particular faction that's preferred on this map necessarily. Probably Sarah would be the most favored. But really, there's just not that many games on this map. And it's ladder, so you don't get to choose what map you're playing and what faction directly. No T2 Navy. No, it's not a tourney game. We have watched a couple tourney games though. Well, this is that a T2 radar? It must be a T2 radar. And oh, more T1 bombers coming in after the commander, vaporizing his own units. Riptides hovering around, doing what they can before they go down. T1 bombers come around for another pass again, just vaporizing them. The units around the commander. Thomas with 5k mass killed them. 3 vets. Wow, okay. Thomas being pulled in every direction. Does he want to save his 2 torpedo bombers or his 1 commander? Now, 2 is obviously bigger than 1, so he might be tempted, and he was for a time, to save the 2 torp bombers, but in the end he decided maybe the ACU has more value than 2 torp bombers. Seems like a lot of Navy is here, and virtually none of it is capable of achieving anything. Okay, 2 frigates get to work as the rest of them just sort of watch. Like builders, 7 builders looking at the one guy digging the hole. And then they decide our job here is done. Oh, wait. Okay, no. He finishes it. I thought he was going to leave. T3 air, T3 PGen. Complete the trifecta with a T3 mechs and we'll all be happy. Kind of lacking a bit of mass though for that. What's up, Graph? I don't know if I'll play. We'll see. Not sure if there's people on to play against me. We'll see. We're going to finish this game though before we decide anything else. Thomas looks to be under a bit of threat here from the units. He doesn't have that much HP. He doesn't have the gun, obviously. Still just with T2. He's got a very nice vet there though. That'll keep him plenty safe, I think. 10k HP now. And he should easily get into the water. T2 support factory. So the HQ is here. Could that be TML'd? I think it could. Actually, no. I know for certain that it's in range because I noticed that when he's building the TML. Now, can it get over the mountain? That's a bit more questionable. It's worth a shot. What's up, Pauli? Doesn't look like there's any T2 Navy for Swakkel. But he does have T3 air, so surely that can be a game winner. And would you look at that, T3 mechs. Beautiful. So many random units and factories over. Just, you know, leftovers from the rest of this ridiculous game. Well, that's a... Did he really... He lost the T2 support factory. And he lost the destroyer that was almost built inside of it. That's nasty. That is nasty. Thomas now trying to make T3 air in response to seeing that Swackle has it, I guess. Yeah, it's on the radar that T3 air is there. So he should expect any minute now a strap bomber or T3 gunships. Strat should be finished by now, I thought. It's building quite slowly, is it? Oh look, he's not assisting with these engies. He's just got a million engineers and they're just chilling. What the hell? Just chilling. Or walking around. And yeah, there is some fire. 13 kills. The TML might have killed this support factory here. The HQ's been hit twice by TMLs. Cruiser needs to stand by because cruisers have excellent TMD and you want to make use of that because he has no T2 tech here to actually build TMD. He has to keep... Oh god, don't walk towards this stuff. I'm worried. I'm also wondering where the strat went. Oh, there it is. Okay, taking the long route. The very long route. And T1 bombers coming in after... What exactly? What are they doing? They didn't seem to kill anything. Now on the second pass, they attempt to kill NGs. Hey, they actually succeeded there, that one. Cruiser coming in. But, yeah, all this Navy is going to die to torpedoes. Riptides arrive on shore and start killing mass extractors. Second T3 mechs, maybe? Strap bomber. Oh my god, what the hell? The strap bomber manages to find Thomas's cloud of inties over the water, which is quite impressive. And this, it has been hit again. Please defend this from TML. Okay, 1500 mass killed on these guys a piece. Pretty good. Pretty good. Cruiser with quite a lot of damage done is going to go down. There was a destroyer here that is dead and a lot of frigates. Tons of reclaim here. Going to go down. This entire island dying to two riptides basically. The strat. Okay, I missed the strat. Where did it land? Here it is. It did 500 damage to this PGen. Other than that, don't think it did anything at all. Bit of an unfortunate path he took there. Almost directly through the Inti Cloud. T2 Navy. There is a lot of T2 Navy from Thomas, it's got to be said. And they're in a good position on this side to kill the entire island. All these mech marines are not going to help. This island has taken a lot of damage, but there's more to be done. And the Riptides... Oh, these are different Riptides, actually. Never mind. I thought those were the same hero Riptides that killed this, but those are actually dead already. Thomas not reclaiming the strat wreck. He does have T3 air, though. He is about 60,000 mass behind in total. That's a bit difficult to come back from. He also refuses to defend his naval HQ, which is really the only thing that he has that Swackle does not have. And now it's gone, and so is that, whatever, 80% complete destroyer. Bit rough to lose that. But, yeah. This cruiser goes down. Whatever fired these missiles is dead. Oh, there it is. Taking a nosedive. Bloop, 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 bloop. Still got this one in a good position, but I'm sure it won't last too long. Swackle does have T3 air. Thomas does not have a PGen yet still, and it's not going to be adjacent. He's trying to make a T3 gunship. Not sure why. Swackle doesn't really have much air though, and somehow he still gets dropped. T1 drops, okay. Oh my god, the mother of all T1 drops. Just insane paratrooper play from Thomas. Desperate to come back and kill some T3 mexes. And you know what? He might actually kill the T3 mex here. Now there is a T2PD, but it's shooting the ground for some reason. Not sure what happened there. It's perfectly flat, and it seemed to shoot the ground. That's one of life's great mysteries. And he may not kill this T3 mex, sadly. Oh! Swackle helps out by doing a little bit of a bombing run on himself. And actually, neither the T3 nor the T2 mex dies. And everyone is sad. Except Swackle. Swackle's pretty happy with that. Swackle's just spamming riptides across the map, and they kill literally everything. So, I mean, when that's what you're able to do, and that's working, can't go too far wrong. Somehow, that radar is alive. Finally, Thomas decides to end his own suffering. Now that he finished the T3 P-Gen, he decided, okay, fine, that's enough. Well, quite a game. Quite a game. How many kills did this TML get? 14 kills, 5,500 mass kills. Pretty good. He's making Omni in the middle as well. He's got a SAM, he's got T3 and gun on the commander. Not bad. Well played, Swackle. Well played, Thomas. Although, yeah, not that well played, obviously, but, you know, well played anyway. I enjoyed it. The stream enjoyed it. And that's what really matters. Now, there was mention of another game. What map was that game on? First the forest. Ooh, okay, yeah. I see it here. Wow, Turtle Rocks is on ladder as well. Yeah, let's watch some more Swackle and Thomas, because that was enjoyable. That's what we like to see. Right, let's go for it. Trying to dual gab, make a telipara. You severely overestimate my capabilities. What's up, Slow? Yeah, the com drop was nice. I mean, I think Swackle did well against the com drop. It's kind of mad that Swackle won that game, to be honest. It's kind of ridiculous that he actually won it, considering the damage he took and so many points. So fair play. This map looks properly mentally draining to play on. Yeah, it is. It is for sure. That Gateway and Rose map is very tricky. Okay, that looks like first bomber already. Or maybe, yeah, it's got to be first. No. Okay, he's making an NG. I mean, if he makes an NG, does he need to make the P-Gen first? That's my question. I should know the answer, but... Well, should I? I'm not supposed to know everything. Come on. These new 2021 pros are very resilient. Yeah, well, you see, the new 2021 pros, like Swackle and Tex, are actually ancient journeyman players. who have, well, no, actually, no. Tex was the top player before. Swackle, however, was not, but now he is. And it's important. They, you know, very experienced. What would I call this build? Swackle's build. I would call it second bomber, I guess. If air factory and one bomber is first bomber, then this one is second bomber. And I think it's decent. Tree field first bomber. I think it's a good idea. I think he could afford to make this factory already. Don't think he needs all these P-gens actually. Okay, bomber, what's he doing? Okay, goes for this guy first. Fair enough. And this one, might be worth going after the P-gens actually. Not sure. There's not really any micro going on. That's got to be said. There's not really any micro going on. Also, he's aiming for another bomber, which means he really needs to bomb this. He has to bomb the air factory to justify the next bomber, basically, because this Inti is about to finish. Oh, this Inti is going to finish, isn't it? Oh no. What the hell? He didn't actually bomb the air factory. Okay. Okay. Damn. He missed a trick there, not bombing the factory. How much better would I be if I beho horde? No, I wouldn't really be much better. Could I cast a good game on 2v2 map phase? We could try. Bomber from Thomas. I think it's a good move. Bombing P-gens. Okay, one P-gen goes down. That's fair enough. That's a quite decent bomber there, I'd say. What's up, hi guy? What's up, Mr. K? There's some up-and-coming new players that I know of that seem promising. Well, you see, I don't want to draw attention to people because it's very difficult to predict who will be a top player. Usually the guys who get good in a short space of time and they just appear out of nowhere and you don't really see them coming. That's my experience anyway. It's hard to predict the future is basically what I'm saying. But there are some good players out there who could become very good. There's a few. We might talk about them at some point. And maybe you guys can point some people out. Right, so we got, what, 3 land factories and air factory. Thomas still reeling a little bit from the pain of the first bomber. Where's his bomber gone, actually? He just lost his bomber here, actually. Didn't really do much. 4 engineers in this position is really strange. Well, it's strange. It just makes no sense at all. Let's be honest. Imagine you have 4 engineers here and you have none here. You don't have one here. You don't have one here or here. That's why it makes no sense. 20 HP Cybin P-gen buff. Yeah, sounds fair to be honest. Also, more importantly, 50 HP or 60 HP UEF nerf on T1 eco structures. You just imagine you're on DeRosa. Yeah, that's well, to be honest, I don't really understand this map, so I'm not going to comment too much on what your mindset should be here. But I don't think it's DeRosa anyway. What's up, bully? Alright, see you, Luca. Good night. So, overall, the resource is very equal. Actually, no, it's not. Thomas is struggling hugely on power. Really needs P-gens. He's relying massively on tree reclaim. This hydrocarbon is very far in the future going to be completed. There's one engineer building PGens here. He's not building this hydro either. These engineers should be enlisted to build this, I think. It is of utmost importance. Well, you see, Thomas, we already changed the factions in terms of their HP on their buildings to be different when really they were identical beforehand. So slimming the differences, I think, would actually be a good idea while maintaining differences. Okay, more factories, PGens. UAF bombers do a huge amount of HP, it's true. T1 bombers are quite poor. Okay, that's a nice raid. Not sure why there's literally no units on this side of the map for Thomas, but that's the case. He's just got nothing at all. So, I mean, I guess you're going to get raided in that situation. This is going to be a nasty raid, though. Could potentially... Well, no, should definitely be able to take out the factory. Well, we'll see. PD actually tanks quite a bit of damage there. Yeah, no, he's not going to kill this factory, is he? Seems like he's not. What's up, Shane? Yeah, this is a ladder game. We started by watching a couple of tournament games, and now we're watching some Thomas vs. Swackle ladder battles because they're a bit more interesting. Make everything the same except the names. Don't think so. I mean, we're almost there, but let's not go the whole way. Now, Cecil, you're getting worried. You're getting worried by your own suggestions and people taking them seriously, are you? Two air factories, a lot of land factories for Thomas, and a jester attacking the commander. Not sure why you would attack the commander in this scenario, considering it's already full HP. And it's one jester. So I think there's probably other targets that you could, you know, target. Targets that aren't going to just regen that HP back. Things that might actually die as a result of the damage. So now he's attacking some T1 tanks. Eventually, this raid will be cleaned by the single jester. Until then, we'll have to just counterattack. I like the position of the PDs here. Now, actually, this one, it's kind of on the hill. Whoa. Yeah, this is kind of messed up. I think this, when you're on this kind of hill stuff, it might help you get past the walls with your shots sometimes. Not sure in this particular scenario whether that'll happen, but maybe we'll see. A couple of gestures, and actually Thomas lost air here. It looked like he was winning air, but he lost air. He's also struggling for map control, having lost the middle, but now is raiding it. Also, yeah, I mean, Thomas is just so far behind on map control. It's quite surprising that overall they seem equal on the scoreboard. It's really strange. Yeah, that is interesting ACU positioning. I like how you stepped away from your expansion to get an upgrade so that you just definitely can't defend this with the ACU during that time. This PD has just murdered a whole band of Mantis. Clearly it was in a very good position. And Swakkel just seems to have fantastic map position. Except this is very slow and late. But on the other hand, he has this, he's denied this, he had the middle, he's had this. He had this and this. Like, I don't know how Swakkel had the whole map and yet is still behind on like reclaim, equal on mass. Thomas has the gun now. That PD hit once, by the way. Mantis is a Neo character. Now we have the gun. Thomas gathers the troops. And will march. Will he march on the ACU? Or will he march on the base? Marching on the base seems quite risky. Marching on the ACU seems like it could win the game. The gestures have been rather wasted, I would say. This PD gets taken out. Nice Lobo. Lobo gets sniped long after its job has been completed. Not so good. Interesting position for P-gens in an air factory. Well, that's even more interesting over here. Interesting is a great code word to use. It can describe many things as interesting in many different scenarios and mean many different things. So for casting, it's not exactly very descriptive. Probably should find better words to use. Okay, Thomas decides to stop moving and allow his Mantis to die to PD. Okay, 8 kills, 9 kills, and it's dead, so he just allowed it to pay for itself. Swakkel seemed to stop running away there, because I don't think he should be this close to the ACU. But he is. And Thomas is just breaking through here, breaking through the middle, and Swakkel looks to be in a bit of a panic right now. As Thomas just suddenly retaking most of the map. He can definitely kill this in a moment, he's killing this. Swakkel has invested in multiple T2 mexes, he's invested in T2 P-Gen, T2 HQ, and the Mantis are here with the support of Guncom and Medusa, and what could possibly protect all of the top expansions. I mean, on the left side, Thomas has lost 6. No, he kept these P-Gens. He's lost 4 P-Gens, Air Factory, Land Factory, Mexes, and still refuses to send units in that direction. Somehow Swakkel has this mass extractor, which he's actually captured for himself, which is bizarre. And now Swakkel is reacting with a PD from a Sparky and gun on his own commander, leaving all 3 expansions at the top side to be killed at Thomas's leisure. Problem is, Thomas is sending literally every single unit from his ACU to the north and not using Medusa at all to kill the PDs. So instead he's going to run into PDs, take huge amounts of damage from the PDs, and also the fact that he sends all of them to one place enables Swakkel to actually react with his units, including T2 units, and send them all to the one place, when in reality, like, why send everything to just this expansion? Why not send some up here? Why not send some here? Why not use Medusa to attack this PD? Maybe send a couple here even. Why not keep moving? Because now Swakkel's caught up to you and will kill you with superior units, and you'll deposit reclaim. So not the best attack from Thomas there. Not the best use of extremely valuable, well-positioned units. A couple of support factories about to come online. And that's, yeah, there's some PDs going up. That's a very strange one, I gotta say. We're just in roast mode today, guys. Don't mind me. This is just the mood I'm in. We just roast people because it's entertaining for me, basically. Yeah, PD here would be nice. PD here doesn't really defend anything. If I'm honest, I'd be surprised if this kills anything in the entire game. But we'll see. Maybe it will. Okay, finally this raid that came around the side and killed multiple expansions and multiple factories. It's finally been stopped. This is nice. This is also nice. This is terrifying for a Swackle. Let's just give you a look at the swarms. A lot of wrecks there, actually. Not as many units as I thought. It's actually not that bad. I mean, you can see the swarms coming over the hill over there. It looks quite cyberny. It's quite a nice army. So much damage being done. Nice radar, by the way. I'm wondering. Oh yeah, they did get the reclaim. Some of it. Hoplites for Thomas now. He's got T2 land, very far forward. No TMD whatsoever. And is there TMD for Swackle? There is. Look at this, shielded TMD. Beautiful. And whoa, Swackle is now in the maw. And okay, Thomas decides not to go after him there. I mean, he was nearly in the middle of the entire army, but I guess it's mainly mainly not Mongoose. I'm reading Mongoose so many times in the chat, it's just inserted itself into my brain. It just has tons of Medusa. This army is actually extremely weak. It looks much larger than its actual strength. And poor Sparky was really given a terrible mission there. Hey guys, I'm here to make T2BD. It just gets fucking blasted in about 4 seconds. How can you have that level of ambition that you think you can get away with that? Oh my god. Alright, Swackle now retreating. He has PDs extremely spread out here. But yeah, I mean, just pillars. Just pillars. And commander, stay in range. Swackle should stay fighting here. And okay, T1 bombers. These guys love getting single runs of T1 bombers on the enemy ACU for no reason. Like that was like 600 or 700 mass. Might have done 1,000 damage, maybe, if he was lucky, to a commander. And now he's full HP because he just got a vet. So questionable T1 bomber use, gotta say. It's like they think they're strap bombers or something and they're just gonna kill an ACU, but you know, they're T1 bombers. I like the recycling of factories, so that's nice. Consolidate. And yeah, what's the army looking like? Well, it's a bit more substantial. We have 8 rhinos. That's the majority of the power in this army. So many T1 bombers. They really love the T1 bombers. And there again, look again. 4 T1 bombers come in and bomb the ACU. Why? Why do you do that? Like, did they get like T1 bomber sniped once in their life and then they're like, well, T1 bombers are good against ACUs, It's like not if you get one pass. Like why? That was quite a bad attack there from Thomas. I mean, he took plenty of HP off Swackle, but Swackle's going to get the 4th veterancy, and he's going to get a lot of HP back there. There's a massive amount of mass, and yeah, maybe some replacement Sparkies. The brave one that died needs to be replaced with some more measured ones, you know, more conservative ones, perhaps more intelligent ones. But it would be great to have some T2BDs here now. And Swackle's going to make T2 and his ACO. Not really as much of a fan of that as I am of getting Sparkies to the front line. So many T1 bombers. How many T1 bombers are going to die? So that's 1440 mass in T1 bombers. And that seems... Yeah, Swackle has multiple T2 Pigeons. He's had them for a long time, actually. Yeah, not sure where those are going or why they're going there. Is he really trying to bomb shielded things? Oh no, he's going for the HQ. What the hell? They're T1 bombers. These guys have a messed up view of T1 bombers. I don't understand. They just don't. This is crazy. That T2 PD was so close to being completed, and it just got killed for nothing, and left 0 reclaim. What a sad time. And that overcharge was just blocked. It was heading for 2 rhinos, and it just smashed into a single mantis instead. Heroes, bodyguards. Terrible, terrible attack from Thomas by the looks of it. I mean, he actually does have quite a few rhinos. Oh, here come the T1 bombers. Just bombed a flak. However, there is a second flak. Okay, now it's dead as well. Well, not the greatest attack. It looks like Swackle is still alive. It looks like he still has an army. And Thomas is over here now. So probably that attack didn't work. If I had to just take a guess. It looks like a failed attack would be an accurate description. And Swackle in a good position. Now he has T2PD up. T2PD up, which, funnily enough, is a hard counter to a line of T1PD like this. So you can see it not only kills the PD from out of range, it also kills the walls around it, which is pretty strong. Yeah, this looks like a weak investment, we'll say, from Thomas. Not great. True, we need T1 bombers to come in and snipe the T2BDs. That's actually the only thing that will counter what's happening. Thomas nonetheless can just run to the north. After he continually suicided many units, basically all of his T2 units, into the enemy commander and army and PDs, he decides now to just go around. And this already pays dividends as he kills an expansion. Unfortunately, he's once again being countered by PDs that are ruining his day. 13 kills, 14 kills. It's still not dead. There we go, finally. And yeah, this is... it's really difficult to follow. You know? It's like... it really takes a lot of effort to stay focused when watching a game like this. Can't imagine what it's like to play it. Is that T3 land? A single TMD. Just not really next to the HQ either, so it's a bit worrying. I mean, if he builds a TML here and attacks the HQ, I am kind of worried. So let's see. This, wow, that's a big donation of mass. Jesus. 5,000 mass there. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can comment on. This is, I mean, this is like, it actually makes sense to do this. So I can't really roast you for it. So I'd rather just not comment, you know. Yes, it is funny. Although we're roasting the shit out of these guys, and you know, it's entertaining. It is hilarious that that basically that this level of gameplay would kill everyone in the chat. Virtually everyone, barring like Tex, Keezer, what's up, and maybe, you know, Bully Dozer. Other than that, the rest of you guys don't even stand a chance, I'm afraid to say. Alright, T3 land is up, and it's trebuchets that are order of the day. Swackle reacting now with his own T3 land. He has 5,000 mass in the bank. That's quite attractive to look at if you're Swackle. And he has 3k mass here on the screen. So that's another bit. He has all of this reclaim. All of this reclaim. He should probably... Yes. Yes. Precisely. T3 mechs. Alright, here we go. 2 trebs. That should be enough to counter this entire army. Fight not, Ryan. Yeah, exactly, Nexus. I mean, we have to turn it back in the chat. We don't want them to think that, you know, they're out of the woods just because they're in the chat. You know, God forbid they were on screen right now. Yeah, the 3 trebuchets are gonna be brutal. I like this choice. This is great. The bricks would do great as well, but the trebs just a bit more stylish, I think, for dealing with T2 UEF spam. Just feels more strategic, you know. Feels more strategic. Feels more like you're actually playing a strategy game rather than just building a bigger tank than your opponent. Whether it's actually better, debatable, because it seems like most of that most of that army got away. And now there's the T2 artillery, which is going to target the T3 artillery. I don't really think Thomas has any mass. He does have a lot of T2 mexes. None of them really defended by anything substantial. That's like 3 T1 PDs. Not really that impressive of a defense. No, again, no TMD. And okay, brick drops. That's definitely going to be necessary. This is going to be a nice drop. Could net him some reclaim as well. And uh-oh. Okay, he missed. I was quite scared there. I really don't want to watch a Klinkhammer wreck 2 trebuchets at once, but I feel like it's coming in the near future. Yes, there is stealth, but 1 scout and 1 attack order from the both Klinkhammers, and the trebs are not going to survive. Okay, the brick lands, gets 667 oh, that was just an NG. Okay, that's good. No, there's stealth keys, don't worry. But there is also an Inti flying over. So let's see where the Klinkhammers are pointing. Way off into the distance. This guy seems to be taking some Klinkhammer aggro. That's a nicely placed brick. Well, is it really? Yeah, no, I take it back. That's actually not a good place for a brick to be because there's not much to kill. I mean, if he can get to these mexes, it might be worth it, but these four, not really. Please scout the Trebs so you can kill them. This shield is going to go down soon. And he will have wasted his chance. Now, he can't actually see the second click hammer. Another shield being placed. Shield is still not dropped. Whoa, look at all the shots gone everywhere there. Oh, shield is down. Needs something to land on that shield and kill it. There it goes. Oh no. The Trebs have been found by the Clinks. One of them's dead. Two of them still there. The other shield is built now, and the brick's getting wrecked by... Actually, yeah, there's a dead brick already. And there's two Percys there. Thomas is just going to regroup, and then he should move in. Actually, right now he should probably move in. This one should not be... This is not regrouping when all of them are moving in the same direction. Regrouping, generally you converge your units to a point, and then they're in a group. But this is just like a full retreat, when really he could have gathered together and just ran in and killed those Percys with the rhinos, with the extra brick. And the Clinks are dying, and the Trebs are not dying. There's actually 4 Trebs here now instead of 2. Only 1 Treb has been killed by the Clink hammers, which is really strange. And yeah, the Percy's going down now. And the Percy's really having trouble shooting. A lot of shots hitting the ground. They're getting wrecked by the ground, actually. Thomas retreating again. He has 3 bricks versus 1 Percy. And he has Medusa. And he has rhinos. See, now this is a regrouping. There we go. That's the play. T1 bombers will kill the Percys, of course. 2 T3 mexes for Swackle. The brick does finally reach the T2 mexes. They're both on half HP, and the T1 bombers come in and snipe it, and the Trebs have won. As Keyser said, the Arty War. T3 mobile artillery is not supposed to beat T2 static artillery, especially when the T3 mobile artillery does not even have a shield. Not even a single shield. That is very ridiculous that actually happened, but there we go. That's why we're watching this game. This Titan, is it going to kill? Oh, look at that, he drops it directly in the path. So half the DPS goes into the brick. No, don't move. Oh, look. Okay, he's just moved and done the exact same thing, but with the other weapon. I appreciate it. He did block a couple extra shots there. Might have been relevant. But very nice drop. That is a move that you will not see in a lower level game. Oh my god. And then we get to see the Trebs kill almost the entirety of their own army here. You know, it's 0 to 100 in this game. Or, well, 100 to 0. That is ridiculous. I love it. I love that he just body blocked the shots from the Titan to save the mechs on 100 HP from a Titan, and then he just murdered his own army with trebuchets. So solid plays all around. 5,000 mass killed almost on this Treb, approaching full vet. Huge amount of reclaim though on this in this position, and it has to be fought for. I don't know why Swackle's not using his commander anymore. He's decided not to for some reason, when really he could simply walk down here, control this area, take the reclaim, and with the help of Percy's, he's not really in danger from the bricks. That would be good. Unfortunately, No. Oh my god, something just died there, and this thing went up to 6,696 mass kills. So, what the fuck just happened? What the hell just happened? What died? What monolithic entity has just been killed? Jesus. That is so sad that those died. So sad. Genuinely though, what the hell did they damage that got killed there? This is a big push, and this is super risky. You know, there's 2 more brick wrecks and a Percy wreck on the doorstep of Swackle, and now he takes a step towards the fight and then stops again. Yeah, so T3 mexes, we do have 2 now for Thomas, but Swackle has had 2 T3 mexes for a long time. He actually now has 3. He's finished his 3rd one. He is lacking T2 mexes in other places though, namely this expansion compared to this one, and this is why they're quite relatively even. But yeah, good job on Thomas to catch up on T3 mexes, as these are also much more defensible than the mexes that are spread out across the map. Oh no, this looks like one of the worst engagements in the history of FAF for Thomas. That's a strap bomber. I definitely heard a strap bomber. Yeah, there it is, attacking a single brick. Oh, and the T1 bombers come in to just have a bit of fun. That's a dead T1 mech. Not sure why that was targeted by a strap bomber, but there you go. Seems like they could have swapped targets there. And what's he bombed there? T1 mech, T2 mechs, and it's dead. So pretty weak use. I mean, he did kill 3 factories. One was T2 support factory. But this is where the real action is happening. The strap bomber basically irrelevant in comparison to winning this massive engagement and leaving tons of mass here. Keep attacking. There's no... This it should just be a move order directly forward. That's a big waste of ASF. That's exactly how not to use ASF there. Somehow they're alive. What are the inties doing? That was a bit strange. Nice quick reclaiming from Thomas, but he doesn't really seem to have any units left. Let's see. Okay, no, he has 10 bricks. They're just all right here for some reason. I'm not sure why they're there, because there's not actually any units of value on this side of the map except a single Titan. So I don't know why there's all 10 bricks are here compared to having 4 bricks here versus all the Percys on the map. Thomas maybe not positioning units correctly there. Speaking of not positioning units correctly, here's some inties on the ground. And I'm quite scared for this this expansion. Long ass game with little happening, it feels. Well, I kind of get where you're coming from. Things are happening, but it's very difficult to understand them, or why they're happening, why other things are not happening. But there's plenty of things happening in the game, that's for sure. We got a T3 B-Gen, we got 1,000,000 shields. What's this for? Why is there a line of shields? That's what I mean. It's incomprehensible, really. Oh my god, a gigantic battle, which Thomas should win. Don't retreat from this. Why? Why do you retreat from fights you're winning? strange. Dropping bricks into a meat grinder. I mean, you might as well just drop them directly into Swackle's base for him to reclaim. Because why do you want to send 2 bricks into this army? You might as well just land them here and let him overcharge and reclaim them. Okay, Thomas is going to struggle to get any of the relevant reclaim on the map. Somehow Swackle is not interested in taking all of this reclaim. It's been here forever. This has been here forever. This has been here forever. And he just refuses to take it. And I'm pretty sure Thomas is going to lose this game eventually, but it's really taking, you know, significant amount of time for certain things to happen. Now Thomas has control of this area again, and there's still reclaim. There's no way there should be reclaim here, but there is. So maybe Thomas can get this reclaim. We shall see. He has abandoned all of this production that he's just constructed. I don't know why he constructed all of it. Once again, I have no idea what this was for. But it's all gonna die now anyway, so fair enough. And his army, which came here and then came down here and then is going in this direction, could probably have come down and maybe defended his base, but now it seems like because he dropped all of his units one by one into the army earlier on, he has no chance of actually stopping this mass of Percy's anymore. So yes, this is not looking good for Thomas, and he control Ks. Yes. That was quite a game. Poor Thomas. He's always on the receiving end of just... It felt like quite a brutal roast. But did anything that happened there make sense? Maybe it did. Well, I couldn't figure it out. So, what shall we do now? How long have we been streaming? Maybe we'll call it there. We're just over 2 hours. What's up, Dominic? Consolation is that he can beat 90% of the plebs. Much more than 90%. Getting roasted by Jag is the only way I get joy from Fraff anymore. Well, I better keep doing it, otherwise you'll be gone. Always time for a phantom of 2 hours. God damn it, Kiza. It's upset. ACU laser. Yeah, I mean, that was probably the only play, actually. Kind of interested how many subs you had when I started watching it. I probably had like 3,000 at that point. The flames remind him that he is alive. A game on phase. Well, I could look. But I don't think we're going to find games as entertaining as the two that we've just witnessed. Swackle is a US player. What have we got? Yeah, we watched that actually before this one takes. Thanks, Oscar. I'll see you. Any good replay reviews for Patreon supporters? No, I haven't been asked to do any since the last one I put up. So, I mean, you know, they're available, but I have not been requested to do any recently. So, yeah, I think we'll call it there, right? So, on... Oh, there's a real quick me versus Esperanto in Fridden. A real quick one. Okay, we'll watch that, and then we'll call it. Let's see what the crack is with this Fridden game. For OSA. So we're going to be streaming on Saturday. The playoffs will begin for the Spring Invitational, Swackles Spring Invitational. Tomorrow we'll have a video up. Can just watch it at +10. Well, that doesn't sound very interesting. We'll watch it. Because it's up. Excuse me? I do what? Now we have a different thing over here. Alright, let's watch this. Make it through 10 replays in an hour. Well, you should send me replays then, if that's what he does. I will save that replay, Thomas. Let me just... what's the crack with this game? Yeah, different kind of crack. C-R-A-I-C. Crack. Okay, what's going on with this game? Bomber from Thomas. Coming after poor Esperanto, who has just finished his inti. That's a bit of nice micro there from Thomas. And one more kill. I thought he might get two. Oh, he actually keeps the bomber alive. And just so many NGs to kill. Five kills there. And will air be one? Oh, it might be. Yeah, air win. Follow up. Yeah, transport gonna be done. Perhaps another bomber wouldn't go astray as well. Inti tries to run away to actually... Wow, look at that. Esperanto just baited away all the air by just giving a move order to that Inti. Just as the transport was finishing, and now he gets to drop with his transport. That's ridiculous. He can't keep getting away with this. This is free. This is for free. T2 air, very quick T2 air from Thomas. Yeah, there is a website from Bloodure. Do I have that on hand? I don't know if I have it bookmarked actually. I should do. Yeah, what the hell? I don't have it bookmarked. Damn. Okay, well, we'll post it another time. So, T2 Air. Where did the transport go? Oh, looks like he dropped here. And clicked on many trees. Transport is returned and picks up new passengers. And then the passengers decide not to get on board. He just puts one on. And he's just going to drop the front plateau. Thomas, meanwhile, has walked to this position. Esperanto taking a forward position with his commander. So we're going to have ACU's meeting right here. Who's going to get this reclaim? This is a decent chunk of mass. And yes, T2 Air is up. T2 PGen is up. And yeah, Thomas has... Let's just do a quick count. Quick count of what Thomas has. He has one land factory on a 10x10 land map at 7 minutes. One land factory. He's now making a T2 transport. He's making T2 on his commander. And put all this together and tell me, what is he going to do? Should be pretty obvious. Question is whether Esperanto has any idea of what's coming. And I'm thinking not. Okay, well, yeah, that's T2. That's a transport. Oh, there's no time for T3 Comkeezer. See what Esperanto sees. Well, he's about to stall, so this radar is going to blip off there. But, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, what? What? Move? Don't move. Where are you going? It's like you almost went in the right direction there for a second. Smells fishy. Something's not quite right. That's... What is happening here exactly? What? Don't drop there. What are you doing? What? What? Why? What? What? What the fuck is that? Why? Why did he do that? Okay, well now 10 years later he has no chance of getting to the base now because there's already tons of Lobos. There's 4 factories making more Lobos at once. And oh, Thomas, what? Oh my god. Esperanto. Control K to kill Thomas while he's in the transport. And Thomas was not in the transport. He was just out of the transport. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I missed it. I have to go back and see exactly what that looked like. Oh, jeez. What's up, Esperanto? Don't be too hard on yourself. You just did something retarded. This doesn't necessarily make you that. Oh, it's brilliant. I have to see. I have to watch it with my own two eyes. It's not enough knowing what happened sometimes. Let's just appreciate this drop first. You know. Thomas says he was afraid. Well, okay. Fair enough. You can see he's dodging things that aren't coming for him, like just dodging ghosts and phantoms and imaginations of his own paranoid mind. And this madness is what brings us to the final act of the game. It's essential to the whole story. Nice idle interceptors here, by the way. So let's not miss it this time. And then he's like, okay, let's go to the base. Then he's like, wait a second, there's already like a dozen Lobos, 5 factories. There's literally no hope of this working. Let's drop on his ACU instead. Hey, look, we found him. Let's just drop in here and... and... GG indeed. GG, friends. Why did he even try and draw? Like, why? Why did he even go for the draw? Well, it's fun. It's a fun game. I love it. Well played. Well played, guys. Thank you for providing this to everyone. I'm glad. I'm glad we're all able to enjoy this. No. I'm not kidding. Yeah, maybe he's expecting. I mean, it's definitely, it actually is kind of likely that Thomas would kill him. The more I look at it, it is quite likely that Thomas could kill him. You just build T1 PDs, basically, with the ACU. If he starts running away, which he will, you just follow him, keep building T1 PDs in his way and shit, and then, yeah, gunships would win. So, it is crazy. But Thomas, by not dropping in the base, did find the win. Which was dropping on the ACU. Well played. Well played. Right. We'll call it on that glorious note. Thank you for watching. Exactly, Edmundo. And thanks for all the support. We have 4K subscribers. There's 4,000 of you plebs out there subscribed, and 4,000 more that watch that don't subscribe. So thank you to all of you. And here's so many more videos. We will see you on... I'll see you on Saturday if you're around. No, we're not doing one more. That's it. And yeah, tune in on Saturday if you want to see me win, beat Tagada. And one more. God damn it. No, maybe we might do another stream tomorrow. That's what we'll do instead of doing more now. We might do one tomorrow. And we'll definitely be doing a long one on Saturday, so see you then. And yeah, thanks again. So till next time, guys.